The battle for election in 1844. During the early 1840s, the Manifest Destiny was very popular in the United States. The Manifest Destiny was America's ambition to move western and own the entire continent. New York newspaper editor John Sullivan declared America's ambition to move west as the Manifest Destiny. To overspread and possess the whole of the continent which Providence has given us. In the election of 1844, Democrat James Polk ran against Henry Clay. Henry Clay was born April 12, 1777 on a frontier farm in western Virginia. He created the American system, which led to the creation of the Second Bank of the United States. Henry Clay is often called the Great Pacificator because he created the Missouri Compromise, which made the number of slave states equal to the number of slave-free states. Henry Clay served the Senate from 1806 to 1807, 1810 to 1811, 1831 to 1842, and 1849 to 1852. He was also in the House of Representatives from 1811 to 1825, except for 2 years during 1821 to 1823. And finally, Mr. President, I implore as the best blessing which heaven can bestow upon me on earth, that if the direful and sad event of the dissolution of the Union shall happen, I may not survive to behold the sad and heart-rending spectacle. However, Americans wanted the Manifest Destiny to be enforced, but Henry Clay had no strong position on the topic. However, James Polk strongly supported the Manifest Destiny. James Polk was born in the United States. He was also a Democrat and against slavery. He served the House of Representatives for 14 years. One great object of the Constitution was to restrain majorities from oppressing minorities or encroaching upon their just rights. Because of his support towards the Manifest Destiny, James Polk won the election and became president. Before James Polk was president, America has been fighting for claims to Oregon. Americans began to use the phrase 54-40 or fight, meaning that Britain would give up its claim to Oregon to that line of latitude or they would go to war. In 1846, the two countries made a compromise at 49 degrees north latitude. However, this was only the beginning. In 1846, President Polk sent John Slidell to Mexico to offer $30 million for ownership of California, New Mexico, and to have the Rio Grande be the border for Texas. However, Mexico refused the offer. In April 1846, General Zachary Taylor's forces were attacked by Mexico, which had begun a war. Polk's war plan was to secure the Texas border, then seize New Mexico and California, and finally take Mexico City. In 1846 through 1847, California was taken by the United States. By the end of 1847, Americans have taken control of Mexico City. Polk's war plans were successful. In the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, Mexico gave up Texas and agreed to the Rio Grande as the border. In the Gadsden Purchase, a strip of land along the southern edge of present-day Arizona and New Mexico was taken by America. In the Mexican Cession, Mexico gave up California and New Mexico.